And today our adventure begins right here at the Kure Beach Pier. Here in Kure Beach, North Carolina. It's going to be a beautiful morning, it looks like. We're going to take a little walk out the pier and talk a little bit about what's been going on here at the pier and why has the colors changed on one side of the pier. Look, here on the street side is still painted its teal color that it's always been. But then when we come around this side, it's painted almost a kind of a yellowish color. And the roof has changed quite a bit. If you look up there at the old Surf Checks camera, you notice that flag up there behind it. It's got a different flag up there. It does not state the name Kure Pier anywhere on it. We're going to get into that this morning. Well, good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitch, Hiking, Yeti here. Thank you so much for joining me today, bright and early this morning. Hopefully, we're going to see an awesome sunrise this morning. We have not done a early morning sunrise vlog yet this year, and today is going to be the day. But I wanted to come out here and explain to you a little bit on what's been going on out here at the pier. Once we finish up here, we're going to go down to Carolina Beach, get us a coffee, do a little walk down there, and give you a little update on the new hotel that is going to be built, when their start date supposedly is. So we're going to have some construction going on pretty soon. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I just walked through the pier house and I wanted to come over here and show you this side of the pier to show how different everything looks. And I just noticed this right here on the back side of the pier sign that we opened our video with. They've got another sign. It says Bay Bridge Community Pier. And this is all part of the production, the Disney production. And that is why the pier looks so different over here on the beach side where they've been doing all their filming. I mean, even out here on the beach itself, we have a snack shack, which has never been here before. This is all part of the production of the TV show. It's actually a pilot. And I've heard different things on like what this is. I do know it's a Disney production. It's a pilot TV show. I've heard the name Aquamarine, and I've also heard the name Saltwater. One of those two may be like the title or the working title of the TV show, and it has something to do with a little girl that is like half mermaid or something along those lines. So you might see it on Disney Plus sometime next year possibly. But wow, they really changed this side of the pier. I mean, look at that weather vane up there. It actually has a dolphin on it. And then of course, on the very top of the pier, that flag up there is not original. Well, right now we're going to go ahead and get our pier walk in, and then once we complete our pier walk, we're going to walk out here on the beach, and I'm going to show you some of the set pieces and stuff a little bit more up close and personal. We're going to get down there on the beach itself. And I was just talking to the same guy I was talking to earlier who watches the channel, and he said that like all the production is done now, they'll start taking this stuff back apart. And he said from what he heard is the only thing left now is to present what they have filmed here to the company and get it approved. And then if it gets approved, then they'll actually put it on Disney Plus and possibly come back again and film later on in the winter time or whatnot. So that sounds pretty exciting for old Kure. Yeah, we got some birds out here. Everybody's waiting on a beautiful Kure Beach sunrise this morning. It's going to be peeking right through those clouds here momentarily. I tell you, sometimes I like it when there's no clouds on the horizon, but I gotta admit, sometimes when the clouds are positioned just right, it makes it really pop more when the sun starts peeking through those clouds and you get all those beautiful colors. And there has been another change. The Misfit sign has been removed, which is a little bit concerning. Hopefully that comes back. I mean, that's just kind of a thing here on the channel that I enjoy showing. Love the Misfit sign. And the roof on this thing looks a little bit different also. The sun's getting a little bit closer now. Look at this, really popping off those clouds, man. That is super, super bright. And there's nothing like watching the sunrise and having a good breakfast. This little guy right here, he knows he is getting his breakfast in right now. What a great spot too. Got the ocean breeze out there on that plank. He kind of looked up at me and he's thinking, man, what are you doing? I'm trying to eat here. Fair enough. And I just noticed there is a woman, it looks to be in a wedding dress out there on the beach. She is out here, I guess, getting some pictures of the sunrise behind her on her special day. Me and my wife had a sunrise wedding here at Carolina Beach, down there in front of Atlantic Towers off in the distance. And just as I say that, the sun has risen and peeked through. And there it is. There's a beautiful Kure Beach sunrise. That is fantastic. Looks like we're going to be blessed with another great day. That pelican cruising by. I think it's fair to say that I might be wearing some shades now. That is bright. That is really, really bright. Bright and beautiful as the sun is about to go behind some more clouds as it moves up a little bit higher. And man, once the sun rose, the birds come out of the woodwork out here. All right, now let's do this. We're gonna walk out here on the beach. Look at that. Is this not gorgeous? Oh my God, I love the beach. Absolutely love it. I was walking through the pier house and the gentleman in there who works here, who watches the videos, he said, hey, he said, you're missing something. You don't look right. And I thought, what's he talking about? I didn't have my sunglasses on because I was inside. He said, he went over there and he said, where's your coffee? I said, oh, I said, that is right. I said, I got up so extra early this morning, I forgot my coffee. I knew I was going to get a coffee eventually. But he said, here, let me pour you some coffee. So he actually offered to pay for it, buy me a coffee, but I said, no, by all means, just let me pay for it. I really appreciate you watching the video. That's enough. Thank you so much. So thank you, Dave, for making this great coffee this morning to get my day started right. So this here is what we look like from the beach itself. That is really cool. I really like these steps right here. I know they're going to remove them and revert everything back to normal. But yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Now there's somebody over here at the little snack shack, but I can walk over here to the side to kind of show you what some of the signage looks like. As you can see, it says Kure Beach Club Snack Shack. Got a little blackboard over here. Got some of the stuff on there like sunny days shades available, $10. That's what they were selling, I guess, in the show. Real fruit smoothie, cold drinks. And right here on the other side of the snack shack, they had another little booth right here. Kind of curious. I hope this gets green lit. I hope I get to see like what they used all this stuff for. They had their version of a lifeguard stand, which looks way different than what our actual lifeguard stands look like, because ours is a little bit taller and actually has cover and little walls on it and stuff. And this here is some kind of like a gate or an entrance fixture. Kure Beach Club's on it. Has their little flag up there. All right, so I think that will pretty much wrap it up here at the Kure Fishing Pier. And the only thing left to do now is make our way north toward Carolina Beach. We're doing things a little bit backwards today. I wanted to start the vlog off here at Kure, get us a little sunrise action in. And now we're gonna go down to Carolina Beach and walk around and see if we can figure out when this construction on this new hotel is gonna start. I actually got a message the other day, somebody asking me that. So we're gonna walk down there and see if anything's changed as we are starting to move into the dog days of summer. All right, I have made my way to Carolina Beach. Right, here's the American flag. I always like to come down here and kind of begin things off in this area at Veterans Island. All gave some gave all. American Legion Post 129. I think it's time for somebody to come out here and maybe cut the grass. That is pretty thick. It's pretty, a lot of dew on the grass this morning, so I got flip-flops on, so I'm not gonna actually trek out through there. All right, as we walk over toward the boardwalk, I wanted to give you guys a little information. Me and my wife went and ate fish last night. And I know some of you guys will message me at times asking where a good place is to go get fish. Sometimes y'all ask specifically of, hey, where's a good buffet, seafood buffet? I can't help you on that one. We don't really eat buffets. I don't know of any great seafood buffet in this area, so I don't have an answer there. But I will say this, we went to a place last night for the first time that was recommended by our neighbor, and they said go to Fish Bites. And Fish Bites, just Google, search it on Google Maps, it'll come up. But it's right next to an Exxon gas station. From the road, it does not look like much. But let me tell you something, we had such a great experience at Fish Bites last night. I ordered a combination of flounder and shrimp, fried of course, with some garlic mashed potatoes, and had some slaw. The slaw was really good too. I liked it a lot. And the waitress was awesome. She never let my drink, I had unsweet tea, she never let my drink get below halfway. That's when you know you got good service right there. She took care of everything. And then we ended up getting some dessert to go. And because they had this area in the restaurant there that was like a big cooler. It had these big homemade like cakes in there. And so I went up there and I found me a cake that I was interested in. And the cake that I bought was called the banana pudding cake. And it had like wafers on top of it. I wish I would have had a photo of it. I hate that I do not have a photo of that cake, but she said that is one of their best sellers. People love that cake. And she wasn't kidding. That thing was so good. And then my wife bought my little niece like a birthday cake with like the sprinkles and stuff on it. And I tasted it and it was really good too. So big slices of cake. I told my wife, I was like, you know what, in the future, we're just gonna buy one piece of cake. That's enough for me and you. And we're just gonna share that with a cup of coffee. And that'll be that. So just gotta give a little shout out to them. Fish Bites, good stuff. And just in case I forgot to tell you, the location of Fish Bites is pretty much right between Carolina Beach and Monkey Junction. So if you don't know what Monkey Junction is, that is the intersection where you will find like Home Depot, there's a Walmart up there, there's Lowe's Food, there's a Lowe's Hardware up in that vicinity. So it's about halfway. So if you're coming to Carolina Beach, it will be on your right. There's an Exxon on the right and Fish Bites is going to be right there. If you're going north, it will be on your left. So give it a try sometime. It's pretty good. Yeah, hideous. I just noticed something. There is a sign out here at right next to the Boardwalk stage. And it says right here, we have Boardwalk Church from 8 to 8:30 every Sunday, Memorial Day through Labor Day, next to Hurricane Alley's on the Boardwalk. St. Paul's United Methodist Church, Carolina Beach, North Carolina. All right, and right here on the boardwalk, we have this location, a convenience store called K-Smart, which way back in the day, some of you might remember, this was the Carolina Beach bumper car arena. And it was fantastic. It was rough, man. I loved it. But have you ever tried their hot dogs here? Hot dogs, 2 for $5 or $2.99 each. Hot dog or chili dogs is how they're saying it. So, and just to give you a Brits Donut update this morning, those people right down there, there's only about 6 people, but it's 7:40 a.m. in the morning, but they are waiting in line for Brits to open. I think they open at 8:30, so about a little over 45 minutes, 50 minutes from now, they'll be getting their donuts. All right, so we're just on a walk along the boardwalk down here to the site where the new hotel's going to be constructed and go over some updates on that. Here's the old cabana. Used to be called Cabana de Mar back in the day. Used to be a totally different color. It was like an off yellowish color back in the day with a red roof, and now it's got a black roof and it's white. Black and white is their new theme they're going with over the last few years. Kind of like the other way better. Okay, so I made my way down here to Nolly's Taco Joint here in Carolina Beach, and this here is going to be the site for the new hotel. Harmony Hotel and Pavilion CB.com, Harmony Hospitality. It's actually going to be a Spring Hill Suites, as you can see up there from this, probably AI generated possibly, but it kind of gives you an idea of what the lay of the land is going to look like here. Check that out. That is going to be pretty fancy. Have a little restaurant with waterfront dining. So construction is expected to begin around the end of summer. Local tourism development update currently says construction is expected to start at the end of summer, which could be any time at the end of August into early September. The Carolina Beach Town Council approved the conditional zoning in November 2025, and the project is planned as a 4-story, 140-room hotel with an oceanfront pavilion containing a restaurant and a ballroom. So I guess it's safe to say this parking lot, oceanfront parking lot, this area right here, just outside of Nolly's Taco Joint, this time next year will be a construction zone. You will have a new hotel to come stay at on your summer vacations if you would choose. Is this very cute motel here in town called Boardwalk Inn. This is very old school, mom and pop, old Carolina Beach is what I think of when I see this. Reminds me of Old King's Motel, which is now, for many years been called the Dolphin Lane Motel. But right next to it is the cabana. And the cabana is pretty cool because it has 4 stories of rooms, but it has, you can park beneath the building. So they consider this a 5-story building then, because the new motel or hotel that they're building over there, the Spring Hill Suites, is going to be 4 stories. So it kind of gives you an idea of the height that place might have. It might be as tall as the cabana or 1 level beneath the cabana. So just give you an idea. At least it's not going to be as big as the Marriott down there, because that thing is huge. It's really, really tall. And the Hampton, which is right next door to the cabana, it's quite a bit taller too, because you can see the rooftop there in the middle of the screen of the Hampton. It might be, 7 or 8 floors. All right, just wanted to come up here and take a little quick view of the ocean. Got some guys out there surfing this morning. Absolutely beautiful morning. It's so calm. Just a little bit of wave out there, just enough where you can get out really easy. Look at that. That is a fantastic Carolina Beach morning right there. It's very glassy out there too. Not a lot of wind. Not a lot of ripple in the water. You can see people out there on their sup boards or stand-up paddle boards. Okay, so right here's Hurricane Alley. Earlier we seen the poster talking about Sunday morning beach church. It's actually going on right now. We're just past 8 o'clock and it started. And there it is. They got their chairs down there having their morning sermon. Nice. So last time I showed you Brits Donuts, it was about 7:40, and now it's 5 after 8. And as you can see, the line has grown quite a bit. It's almost back here to the fried dough lemonade stand, sweet treat stand right here. But I just had a thought. We're sitting here talking about the town growing, and traffic could get worse as we move forward. And one thing that we all know, when you're in a small town, and a lot of people come here to visit for vacation and so forth, one thing for sure, it's going to get more crowded. Things are going to change. How about if, probably not in my lifetime, at least I don't think so, if it gets so bad, they have to bring back a form of transportation where you have to park off the island. My son's getting in my shot here. Listen to this for a minute. So you have to park off the island, and then they bring back the shoo fly train, but a nicer version of it with like air conditioning. Maybe they can take a page out of Walt Disney and bring a monorail in. And you park over there and they load people up and they bring them in monorail, and you get dropped off right here at the Boardwalk area, kind of like the shoo fly train used to do. If you're here in town, you see Harper Avenue. Well, Harper was the name of like the train conductor that used to operate the shoo fly train. That's kind of how it got its name. And the road itself, Harper Ave, actually pretty much follows the old shoo fly train route as it come into Carolina Beach. And as we're starting to wrap up our video for today, everything I said about bringing back the shoo fly train was just me thinking outside the box, having fun with it. I don't really suspect anything like that would ever happen, but you know, I like brainstorming, and that just popped in there and I went with it. Thought it was a fun idea. But all that being said, I hope we never come to that. I hope things will chill a little bit at some point in time, and we can all just enjoy the beach, and hopefully it doesn't get all super crowded like that, because that would not be fun. But I guess all that being said, guys, I'm done today. I want to thank everyone for watching the video. Really appreciate it so much. It's a nice little morning out for me. Go back to the house and get my wife and go do some stuff with her today. And should be a good one. Might have to put a little beach time in today. We've been at the beach for the last 3 days in a row, and it's been fabulous. We've been going early in the morning. It's been so nice, so nice. The ocean's been so great. Got to do some boarding, riding my little boogie board out there that I've had forever. That boogie board dates back to 1997, and it's still going. You know, it's a Moray, it's a Mike Stewart edition. Still cruising, still getting waves, man. I've been on that thing for a lot of years. So all that being said, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I am the hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe, and I hope to see you all again soon. And say so long to Carolina Beach, North Carolina. It's been a good one.